Everybody, better late than never here. Yeah, I'm not in Chicago, so I know I'm going to surprise everybody. People probably knew I was traveling. I'm in North Carolina here. Look at this amazing monument here. We're in Fayetteville, North Carolina, home of Fort Liberty. That's why this military memorial is here. It's the North Carolina Veterans Memorial Park here. We're right here at Bragg Boulevard and Avold, A-V-O-L-D, Bragg. Of course, the Fort Liberty has recently been renamed Fort Liberty. A lot of the U.S. military installations have gone through a renaming process since recently, because a lot of the southern military institutions, including Fort Bragg, were named after Confederate generals. And we don't want to erase history, but we don't want to commemorate people that fought for a lost cause and lost that war. And so there was an effort to rename a lot of them throughout not just North Carolina, but Georgia, Texas, even out west and up east have been renamed. Look at this amazing, I saw this display. Hey, Julie, Christy, Taco, Darlene, everybody, Heather B, thanks for tuning in, Krista. Yeah, look at, I saw this display as I was getting into town yesterday. Of course, we got Veterans Day coming up, and I thought this would make an interesting intro into our little tour of Fayetteville, North Carolina. They have a museum here, and we'll look at some of the this is the first time I've been here, so they got some statues here, you know, and the Veterans Park here. We'll go check it out here. So I'm seeing this again for the first time myself too, so if I get anything wrong, please help me out. I know we got if you had a car, you come walk with me, that's good. You know, I rented a car. That's I flew into Raleigh and drove in here. Of course, Raleigh's the capital. We'll talk about it later here. So this is the U.S. Army Airborne and Special Operations Museum. That's what we're looking at here. We'll head over there. Before I do, we'll look at this. General Henry Hugh Shelton, U.S. Army. I know there's also another street and memorial around here named after Schwarzkopf. You remember Schwarzkopf was the commanding general for Gulf Storm, and so there's a lot of statues to military veterans. And just so I don't miss it, I want to catch all these flags here. Very patriotic here, and I'm traveling for work. That's why I'm here. I don't want to get into the details. People can understand I got to separate my work life from my live streaming life. I know I missed the TikTok this morning. I might not go on TikTok the entire time I'm at Fayetteville. I might just stay on YouTube here. I'm debating whether to trust that platform so close to this military stuff, because we know the U.S. government wants to ban it for several reasons, probably because we don't trust it. Here, I want to check out this. I think I have to go inside here. Let's see if I can walk inside this way. I saw this amazing waterfall here. Yeah, I think we can get over there. There's a way we can get over there. Look at this amazing display here. Let's go in here. Let's check out the fountain here. Here, we'll just walk on this wall here. Hey, we're in. We scaled the wall. Yeah, we know the whole thing about statues. I don't shed any, personally, I don't shed any tears on any of the Confederate statues that were taken down. I know people want to conflate the Abraham Lincoln defacing. People want to take the U.S. Grant statue down. I personally do not think the Union General statues should be taken down. I understand why the Confederate statues were taken down. That doesn't bother me. I have ancestors that fought in that war on both sides. And again, my ancestor that fought for the South was not even a U.S. citizen. He was a member of the Cherokee Nation. His name was James Conrad. He's buried in Oklahoma. He switched sides during the war and became a Pin Indian and started fighting for the North, and that's why he died on the border of Kansas and Oklahoma, because the Native Americans in Oklahoma fought the Civil War as well, and we forget that. And a lot of the mixed blood Native Americans in Oklahoma that owned slaves fought for the South, including Stan Wadey, who was the last Confederate general to surrender, was not a member of the U.S., not a U.S. citizen. He was a member of the Cherokee Nation, Stan Wadey, and he should not have a statue either because he owned slaves and fought for a horrible cause. Here's look at the Marine insignia in there. Look at that. So we got Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force, Courage. We got this nice fountain here commemorating. What a nice monument they have here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, home of Fort Liberty here. And look at this dedication. What a beautiful day here. We got upper 70s. They got the hands. I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. I will bear true the faith and allegiance to the same. So help me God. And everybody's holding up their hand there. So think of all the brave soldiers that paid the ultimate sacrifice, sacrificing for our collective benefit so we can all celebrate freedoms here. And puts things in perspective, doesn't it? Here's a community columns. They show all these different counties. I guess it's counties of North Carolina here. And there's the State Steel of North Carolina. There's the visitor center here. Look at this. They got all the insignia here. North Carolina Veterans Park here. There's yeah. How you doing there? Look at yeah. You get all the for different. You know, every time you see a officer with all those colors, it depends on what operation they fought in. Veterans of foreign wars, and isn't that gorgeous? Thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm missing everybody's comments here. Yeah, Julie, Taco, yeah, it is nice. Dolores and Naya, thanks for being on. Yeah, thanks everybody. Oh, the baby, yeah. Naya and the baby, that's great. Hope you're doing good there. 5.5 hours to drive from Cleveland. Yeah. So, you know, the general plan is I'm here for business. There's a ball field over there. I want to check out this historic downtown, so I'm taking a break at lunch to stream a little bit here. We'll be walking around maybe for the next 45 minutes here. Look at the flags. Look at all the American flags, prisoner of war flags. Isn't that a nice field of flags there? And yeah, they got these statues. So here, let's head up to this museum. There's an Amtrak station here. I'm hoping maybe Thursday. It depends on how my workload plays out this week. I'm hoping to hop on the Amtrak and take it either north or south. If you take it south, it goes to Charleston and Savannah. If you take it north, it goes to Washington, D.C. So any of those destinations would be an amazing place to live stream on Thursday. So I'll surprise everybody. I'll probably be on TikTok a lot on Thursday during the day if I can take that day off of work, which I'm planning to do, and do some live streaming here on the East Coast here. So hey, look at this amazing statue here. It's called Currahee Rocks, C-U-R-R-A-H-E-E, in honor Iron Mike, honor of the airborne troopers whose courage and dedication traditions make them the world's finest fighting soldiers there. Iron Mike, there's Iron Mike there. Currahee Rocks. 5,000 men from Camp Toka, paratroopers, 1,700 soldiers, parachute, Camp Toka. That's what that's about there. We're here opening the vaults here. Treasuries of Fort Liberty Museums here. This is the U.S. Army Airborne Special Operations Museum. That's what we're looking at here. And I'm not going to go inside because I want to catch this train pulling in here. There's a train coming across. And we'll head over towards the train station. You hear that train a-coming? Yeah, there's a lot of trains that go through here. Some of them are freight trains. Some of them are passenger trains. I think there's 2 Amtrak lines that go through here. Goes up to eventually New York City one way, Washington, and then the other way it goes to all the way to Florida. It goes all the way to Miami, Florida. So here we'll get a train going through here. There it is. Hey, you hear that train? The Doppler effect. It's flying too. Look, it's a long freight train. So we're catching a freight train going right through by the U.S. Army Airborne Special Operations Museum here. So hopefully this train won't be too long. I won't be able to get across to go into the town here. But here we'll head right down towards the train station here. Yeah, beautiful memorial. Yeah, thanks to the vets and their families for the service. Thanks, Michael, for the good comment there, and everybody else. John James, thanks for catching us here. Yeah, hold your ears. It'll get loud. Look at all these tanks. Tanker trucks. Look at that tanker train going through here. So we'll head to the historic downtown of Fayetteville. Fayetteville is not as old as other colonial era cities that go back to the Revolutionary War. North Carolina was not settled, not as densely populated as other areas of the colonial period. And Charleston, South Carolina was more the center of a lot of stuff. New Bern and Williamsburg. No. Wilmington, North Carolina is near here. I take Williamsburg's in Virginia. Wilmington, North Carolina, and New Bern are the historic coastal towns back to the colonial era, and they wanted to move into the interior here after the Tuscarora War. There's the end of it. There's the end, so we'll be able to cross. Perfect timing, so we'll be able to cross. There goes a freight train with a bunch of tankers. Here's the Amtrak station, so I hope to try this out maybe on Thursday. Maybe we'll take a Amtrak train ride. There was just that freight train just flew through here just moments ago, and here we are at the Fayetteville, North Carolina Amtrak station. If you ever taken the Coastal Starlight or the other, there's an auto train that goes down to Florida. I think it goes through here. This is a functioning Amtrak station there. You see the museum there we went by. So we'll go over here towards Hay Street, Hay. Here, let's check out this Amtrak station. Let's see if it's open here. There's a minor league baseball stadium right there. We'll check it out. Fayetteville, North Carolina. Thanks for tuning in. See, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Wish to open. Station hours. It's open. Yeah. How you doing, sir? Thank you. Yeah, the Fayetteville Amtrak station here. You got all the waiting area here. You got restrooms and yeah. No panhandling. Nice waiting area here. Let's go out to the platform. Here's the drawing plans for the Amtrak station here, Fayetteville station here. What's shaking here? We got a subway. So again, this town, Fayetteville, goes back to the colonial period. It was largely destroyed by a fire, just like Chicago. Probably destroyed the whole little town at that time. It was briefly, like, I think they ratified the North Carolina, when North Carolina ratified the Constitution, they did it here. But then they moved the capital to Raleigh, which was a brand new town in North Carolina, created to be the capital. They wanted it to be more in the center of the state, and not on the coast. They thought it was easier, defendable, because again, until we were still healing from the War of 1812, when the British just sailed up the Potomac and burned Washington, D.C., and they were afraid that the other eastern colonies were vulnerable to foreign attacks, and so they moved the capital of North Carolina, Raleigh, which wasn't even a town at the time. They kind of made it for the capital and planned it that way, just like Indianapolis, Indiana, and which came later. But I didn't know that about Raleigh. Of course, Winston-Salem, Wachovia, there was the Wachovia settlements. I'm talking about colonial period. There was the Waxhaws, which was down by the border of North Carolina and South Carolina on the PD River there, or the Yadkin River. It was actually on the Yadkin River. Why do I know all this stuff? I researched. I have ancestors that go back to the colonial era. I have ancestors that came through North Carolina, South Carolina as fur traders, Native American Indian traders in the colonial period, both Scottish, German, and English, that intermarried with Native American groups. We have an American mixed Métis. They became known as the mixed bloods, but you know, they also related to the Melungeons, other mixed race groups that lived in the Appalachians in the pre-colonial period. But there's Segra Stadium. There's a minor league baseball stadium over here. We'll get this nice, quaint walking downtown district. I saw it briefly last night. We'll go there. There's a market house in the middle of the street. Used to be where I guess the Constitutional Convention courthouse was. It was burnt down in that fire. So when they rebuilt it, they just made it a marketplace, but they didn't really need a Capitol building since the Capitol was already in Raleigh by that point. Beautiful area, yeah, nice, sunny. All that area used to be nothing but bars. Dave, Denise, you know this area. So it looks like there's a few, like there's a theater over here. We might come back at night and see what this looks like at night. This is Hayes Street in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Again, this is my first time walking through here. I drove down the street once last night. I went to the Walgreens to pick up some last minute groceries before it closed. The Walgreens and the CVS closed at 9. I'm not used to things closing early. You know, of course, in Chicago, things stay open much later or 24/7. But even Walgreens and CVS shut down in Chicago, but they usually stay open a little later than 9 o'clock. I rushed and got some stuff, and yeah, the train was going through here. So yeah, Sherman's Army came through here during the Civil War, 1865, destroying the Confederate arsenal. So a lot of history here. And this Ray Avenue. Look, another at-grade railroad crossing here. A lot of rail lines go through Fayetteville the way it looks. Right here we got a nice town square, the historic downtown district of Fayetteville. We got a nice church here. Thanks for being on here. Hope everybody's doing well here. Thanks for dealing with my weird live streaming schedules due to my work and travel. There's a big library over there. Look at that. They got a rocket. Let's see what that is. They got like suspended in the middle of the street there. They got a rocket with some solar panels on it. Huh. Well, here, look at this church. Nice church here. You know me. I like Fayetteville, North Carolina, downtown historic district there. Look at that. We'll go right into this little Fall Fest. You are invited, October 30th. Hayes Street United Methodist Church. This is a Methodist church. Hayes Street United Methodist. We'll cross the street here. So right away we got a nice, quaint, historical walking district here, commemorating the settlement of the Upper Cape Fear by the Highland Scotch. I have Scots-Irish ancestry. The Scots, Ulster-Irish, Scottish, came to North Carolina. I have an ancestor that, if as far as I understand, there was wars in, after Oliver Cromwell and the Roundheads took over and executed the King of England. There was a lot of wars between the Catholics and the Protestants in England, Scotland. Mary Queen of Scots was Catholic. Elizabeth was Protestant because of her father, King Henry VIII, and all that stuff. And so there was a lot of wars, and a lot of the Scottish were used as conscripts for the Catholics. And I have an ancestor that was captured in that war, was punished, and part of his punishment, he was trafficked to Barbados as an indentured servant, worked in the West Indies as an indentured servant, and probably only escaped that because he was Scottish, because of course, a lot of other people were enslaved at that period in Barbados and didn't escape it, and somehow worked off his indentured servitude, which was something of war, result of war. He was a prisoner of war, and caught a ship to North Carolina, which at that time was a brand new colony. It was like 1750s, and it was kind of a backwater. There wasn't heavily populated, and settled in this region too. And he was Welsh. And intermarried with Scots-Irish. That's why I associate with my Scots-Irish ancestors. But he particularly was Welsh. He was Welsh. But here we are. This is here's the art center. They got a nice teeter-totter there. See, they got some outdoor. They got some nice shops here. A lot of nice outdoor seating. Restaurants here. Hey, you got some there. Antonellas. You got the little Halloween decorations. That's nice. Yeah, I see there's all these teeter-totters around. This is an art center here. Yeah, let's check out this art center here. So we'll cross. The history of America is vast, as we all know here. Look, we got like Don Quixote on his horse there. Look at it. It's like, yeah, that's what it's called. It's called Don Quixote. This is like John Kearney. It's made out of steel and wood. Found items here. Take garbage and turn it into art here. Look at that. Look at this teeter-totter. Nice art center here, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Yeah, they got some liquid in there. Look, if you lift it up. Look at that. Look at that. See in the middle of the teeter-totter? It creates waves there. It's got like sparkly blue liquid. That's a nice idea. That's a fun thing. And it's cushioned. It's cushioned on the bottom. This nice art center here. It's open, but I'm gonna stay outside since it's such a beautiful day. We might check it out later. There, more shopping attractions. Look at this, Fayetteville, North Carolina. What a nice, there's the donkey. So this is Sancho Panza. Sancho Panza, his friend here that helped him out, and loyal partner there. Look at the artwork here. All American City. So let's turn the comments back on. Yeah, did the fountain have griffins? I don't know. I didn't see that there. Here, look at this nice outdoor seating here. We'll head. I saw there's a theater over here. See, there's a gallery over there. There's a rooftop terrace. What a nice. Look at this nice outdoor cafe here. Drink local, Rude Awakening. Look how nice it is. Yeah. Look at all the chalk artwork they got on the ground here. This is nice. I like it. So yeah, this is the Cameo Cinema. I saw this lit up last night. We live in time there. I guess this is what they're showing there. This is a theater, drink local, rainbow room. Yeah, see, these are the bars and restaurants that people are remembering on this nice little historic strip here in downtown Fayetteville, North Carolina. Look, they got a little, let's check this out. They got a little gangway here you go through the building here. So before we do, we'll check out, hey, October events here. They got the octopus here by the duck. Look at this, tattoo art for life. Awesome tattoos. This is a tattoo parlor. You got the Lynx riding a motorcycle, the Pink Panther. We got the duck, Quack Quack phone repair. This is called Quack Quack phone repair. So if you need your phone repaired, go to Quack Quack here. We'll head back down this way. Yeah, nice wide sidewalks. Yeah, sorry I missed that about the griffins there, Michael. I missed the. I assume that's what they were. There, the Pink Panther. It's got tattoos. Look how the light shines through. This is the Dia de los Muertos cutouts, and look, we'll go look at here. Dia de los Muertos. They're checking it out. We got Esquilatos Creativos. Dia de los Muertos will walk down this amazing. Look at this! Wow! Look at this skeleton here. Very nice. Look at that. Yeah, they're checking it out here. Look at that! Wow! Look at that headdress. The blue skeleton. Dia de los Muertos. Look at the beautiful. Look at that! The flowers, the pantaloons there. Look at that! The butterflies. Very nice. Look at this. Beautifully decorated skeletons here. And here, look at this one. It's got like a conquistador. Look at that one. That one's really nice. See, they're checking it out there. They got interactive displays. Their skeletons are for sale. You can purchase the artwork. See, it looks like people are going to gather for downtown here. Let's see what this connects with here. They got this pedestrian passageway that connects to the parallel street here north of Hay Street here. Isn't that nice? Yeah, we'll have to cut that out. Maybe we'll come back at night and see what this looks like at night. But beautiful weather. See, it's very colonial looking here. We got some churches. Look at that. Churches over there. So look how this connects. Let's go back. I want to go to the market circle in the center of the town here. There's a nice colonial looking, even though it was built in the 1830s, there's a nice colonial marketplace at the center here. But hey, look at these Dia de los Muertos skeletons. They did a really good job here. You know, we'll briefly cruise through them again here. Look at, I'll just focus on the beautiful detailing here. It's like a conquistador, and this is one we would look like very psychedelic. Look at the multicolored skeleton there, the nice headdress, very indigenous looking, and this one's got the nice hat and flowers, and this one she's got the flowers. Look at that, the gold skeleton there, and then this one's turquoise, Native American. Looks like the Plains Indians there, and it's got the gold necklace. And then look at this one too. This one's like Mayan Central American. Look at that, very nice costume here. Dia de los Muertos, Fayetteville, North Carolina. So look at all these skeletons. They did such a good job. I like that a lot. Hey, Master, how you doing there? Donald, yeah, very urban feel, East Coast architecture. Yeah, it's like Philadelphia or Boston on a smaller scale. You can go to any of those cities, and there, you know, I've been to Fredericksburg, Virginia. It looks like this. They got these, you know, or Charlottesville. I take that, but yeah, Charlottesville, Virginia, Frederick, Maryland. I was thinking of Alexandria by Washington, D.C. Of course, Williamsburg. A lot of colonial little downtown walking dead. Look at the nice glass block there above the door here. So if you just joined, we're in Fayetteville here, checking out the nice historic downtown here. And we're not in Chicago. Thanks for understanding here. I'm traveling for work, so I'm showing you some good stuff here. We'll cut this out and let people watch the rerun there. Look, they got some stuff down that way. See how the street angles around the side there? That's nice. Here, we're getting close to the center. Here's some pumpkins here. They got some pumpkins decorated. Maryland shoes. So it used to be Maryland shoes. Now it's something else. They got some paper mache stuff. Again, the windows, you can walk right in. They have these on Milwaukee Avenue in Chicago. It's very great for window displays there. Walking feel here, human scale. The Odyssey. They're going to show the Odyssey here. Local theater here. Here's the Gastown Brewing Company, a microbrew here. You can sit outside here. American Barbershop. Garnet Skull. Metaphysical Oddities. That looks like a nice place there. Metaphysical Oddities. Let's see what I'm afraid to. What a beautiful store here. Look at that. Metaphysical Oddities. Look at this beautiful store here. I like this a lot. So I don't want to invade their privacy there, because you know I'm pretty. I know I'm a hypocrite because I walk in stores all the time here. I'm kind of gun shy because I'm in a new area here, but we might check it out here. I want to get to this market circle here. Hey, there's the Mummy City Center Gallery and Books. Hey, they got the mummy there. Oh, I like the eyes there. That's a good mummy bookstore. They got the little ghost there. Nice paintings. There. City Center Gallery and Books. We're here, yeah, we're right in the city center here. Vagabond Cafe. We'll go up to the marketplace here. Look at the, hey, how's it going? Hey, how's it going? Yeah.
How are you gonna be voting for Miss Kamala?
Yeah, I'm from Chicago, so I'm gonna vote in Chicago. Okay. I'm here. I'm visiting. Isn't this amazing? This nice historic. It looks so nice, and I'm on YouTube right now. But thanks for going out. Thanks. Yeah, you guys are out canvassing. That's great. Thanks for volunteering. That's great. That's good. That's good. They pay us even better. Good. That's good. Keep it up. But yeah, I'll vote in Chicago. So.
Are you
yeah.
famous?
No, I don't think anybody's TikTok famous. I got like 60,000 on TikTok, but they ban my account all the time, so I have to keep starting over.
Dang.
Because TikTok algorithm, it's just AI. They keep laying off humans. That's why I'm on YouTube, because YouTube's much more forgiving. Yeah.
YouTube has a better energy as well.
Yeah, I noticed that. So many trolls on TikTok.
Yes, it is.
And I think that's on purpose, because some of them are bots.
Right.
That's what I discovered.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like a fight.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. People. Yeah.
You know it on TikTok, but YouTube's
Yeah.
a little bit more
Good.
user-friendly.
Yeah. Thanks for the feedback. Thanks for talking. Have a great day. Appreciate it. Thanks. That's great. Hey, have a great day. That's good. Yeah, vote for Kamala. There you go. So there's look at this. There's the look at that. They got the nice artwork here. See, they're out getting the vote out. So early voting has started, and I know there's people for both parties. I have to run this like a radio station. Even though I have my own personal preferences, and people can imagine which way I lean politically because I'm a hippie, but I understand other people vote for different reasons, and I have become more tolerant of other people's viewpoints than I have been in the past, because I know people on the left can be as intolerant as people on the right, and we got to find a way to overcome and bridge these gaps that divide us, because these will persist no matter what happens with the election. We got to keep going here, but it's just signs. Look, they're on the teeter-totter. See, they got the teeter-totter right in front of the, this is the historic center, the circle of Fayetteville. You see how there's a marketplace. It looks very colonial. This goes back to the 1830s, 1840s. I think they rebuilt this. There was a fire in Fayetteville, and there used to be like a courthouse or some place where they signed the constitutional North Carolina signed the Constitution there in 1789. Here, look at this. You can yell into the mouth there. They got this little mouth sculpture. That's nice. We'll cross the street. We'll see these people playing on the teeter-totter here. And look at this. Hey, Chris, how's it going there? Michael and John James. Thanks, everybody here. They're having fun there. They're on the teeter-totter here. And look here. Let's see what this says here. This tablet is spaced by the North Carolina Society of Colonial Dames. Commemorate the following events. Scotch settlement, 1739, Cumberland County. See, it goes back. See, I'm trying to find information about this actual marketplace here. Council of Fayetteville. Can you go to the top? Let's see if we can go to the top of this thing. See, they got the teeter-totters on either side here. Here it is, National Historic Landmark, Market House. Doesn't tell us anything about it here. Let's see if we got, here's a little plaque here. Townhouse. Lafayette, of course, Lafayette fought here. The city of Lafayette's named after the same Lafayette that fought in the Revolutionary War there. But none of these things tell me about the history of this building. They all just do other things. So I don't think it looks like it's locked. I don't think we can get to the top. But here we are in downtown Fayetteville. Do people try to burn this down? This marketplace? It's made out of brick. It's brick and stone at the bottom. So yeah. And I know, it's controversial, the statues. I don't want to weigh into that because it'll be impossible. We do have to acknowledge that Fayetteville is part of the antebellum South, and this might have been used as a marketplace for enslaved people. I need to look into that. so you understand why this, even though it was built later, it was still built before the Civil War, and this was a marketplace. It might have been a marketplace for humans, and we have to acknowledge that part of our history. And you see right here, it says now Black Lives Matter. So they put Black Lives Matter around this, and so yeah, I'm sure this was a flashpoint in the aftermath of the George Floyd era. Again, I show the world as it is. I let people make up their own minds. I have, you know, I can editorialize. Just take it with a grain of salt, my editorialization. I have my viewpoint. I'm sure you have yours. And here's the police here. How you doing there? So here, let's see what this says. Let's see if this says something about this. Fayetteville 250th anniversary. Cross Creek talks about the whole development of Fayetteville. But there it is. There's the it was built in 1838, the old State House Town Hall, which burned down in 1831. Thanks, Michael Anderson, for the great info. Yeah, so there it is. So this was built in 1838, the old State House and Town Hall. And yeah, and since Raleigh had been the state capital by then, they decided to just make it a marketplace. There was a giant fire. There was a fire in the 1830s, destroyed most of this area. So almost all these buildings, including this one, were built after that fire. And even though it looks colonial, it was built in the 1830s, but it was still before the Civil War. So here's American Civil War. Hey, here's Jack, the Sweet Palate. We got some nice outdoor cafes here, or what does this say? Ice cream and pies. Coffee place here. Got roasters. Relax and unwind. Sound and healing. They got a lot of nice stuff here. Look at these little Agora. It's a Greek restaurant here. We got a Greek restaurant here. Look at the stuff across the way. Archway of the Commons. This looks like this goes back to the 1840s. Look at this. It's all historic down here, downtown of Fayetteville. People sitting outside here. Archway, dogs and burgers and beer. That's great. There, we'll hit those stores on the way back. Oh, look, they got a nice little archway connects through there. Aztec, thanks for tuning in from Utah. Yeah, we're in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I'm not in Chicago. I usually stream from Chicago, but I'm traveling for work this week. So I thought we'd check out this nice little historic downtown here. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, we'll get a nice view of that. We'll keep going that way, this way. Hey, more tattoos. A lot of tattoo parlors. Sinister cuts. Yeah. Look how the sun's hitting these historic buildings here. Hay Street, downtown Fayetteville. So we'll have to come back because there's like a whole river walk over here. There's a lot of stuff to explore. Look how they got the size of these buildings shored up. They got the timbers holding up the walls because there used to be a building here. Look at that church steeple. We'll have to check out that church steeple, but they're showing up the size of the buildings here. So we're kind of at the eastern end of the downtown here. Liberty Point Lawyers. Historic structure, 1791. This is the oldest known commercial building in Fayetteville. This goes back to 1791. The Fayetteville Observer, North Carolina's oldest newspaper, established 1816. I think I read when Sherman came through here during the Civil War, he destroyed the newspaper building, but they didn't destroy that building. There's the first Presbyterian church. That's what that church is over there with that spire. So we'll start heading back here because I got to go back to work. I went to work this morning, did some things, did some site visits, and now I'm going to have to go back and check my email and see what else is shaking here. So we'll walk right back past. We'll see there's that market house there. Hey, we got Venus flytraps. Look at these Venus flytrap sculptures. I like that. Look how it's almost like Chuli glass, but it's Venus flytrap shapes. Catch a giant fly there. Hey, Fayetteville, downtown Fayetteville, explore the vibe. Yeah, super history. Hey, you hope to move here? Yeah, the weather's pretty nice. I mean, you know, once you get the coastal regions, you know, you're not too far north of Myrtle Beach here. And Myrtle Beach still has palm trees that the plant hardiness, they can survive. But inland here, you know, it gets a little cooler. But I see why so many people have moved. North Carolina's population has grown a lot recently, especially to Charlotte and Winston-Salem, Raleigh, that whole corridor. But even this area. But there's still some empty storefronts. They're suffering from the same. All downtowns deal with this. How do you keep all these storefronts filled? Even Michigan Avenue, we struggle with the same thing in Chicago. Hey, look at these little fish here on top of the bench here. So they got Franklin Common, they got parking back there. So the parking's behind here, so you can park behind here and just walk through this nice historic district here. Yeah, it is a hipster vibe. Thanks, Donald. Yeah, it's look at that. You know, you got the what is this? This is a restaurant here. West Africa, Taste of West Africa, right here in Volta, VOLTA. I think that's what it's called here. AWOs, historic cuisine. Let's see. Trying to make sure I get the name of this place right here. 116 person. I guess that's what this is called. It looks like African cuisine here. Look at that. Yeah. So let's see what else we got here. Martial arts, kickboxing. Yeah. Circa 1800 restaurant and bar. This is called Person Street? Is that what this is? Okay. So that was the address. So I thought this was called Hay Street. I guess this is called Person Street. So on one side of this, it's Hay Street. So east of it is Hay. On this side, it's Pearson. So it's like New Orleans. Here's Charlie's Pub. It looks like Friends. Look at the glass block. There's the market house there. Downtown Fayetteville. So here, yeah, so this is Person Street. Hay Street's the other way. So here we'll head around here. Lisa, how you doing there? Livestock, which includes, yeah, see that's, yeah, I knew that, Michael. Yeah, we have to acknowledge that, and that's why this was a flashpoint, because, you know, historically, but we you know, we have to acknowledge the sins of our historic past, so we can make sure we can't cover over the bad stuff, because the bad stuff did happen, and hopefully we can acknowledge that the future generations will never have to go through that again. And it was the shameful history of America's past, but we got a lot of shameful things in our past. We all know it, and we can't erase history. We got to talk about it and overcome it, and talk about why it happened and why it shouldn't have happened, and why we were trying to constantly improve and make a more perfect union, you know, more egalitarian society for everybody. Look at this amazing historic architecture here. People sitting outside here with nice wide sidewalks. And yeah, so we lost a tree here. This is Fayetteville, North Carolina here. Nice historic district here. Minimal damage. Okay, good. Thanks, Michael. Thanks for the background. So yeah, it was set on fire during a protest, but yeah, the building's made out of brick and stone, so I guess it could have burnt the top of it. There was a wood floor to the second floor, so that was certainly flammable. Look at that, the Capitol. Look at that nice storefront there. Capitol Encore Academy. Look how wide these sidewalks are. See, we got EFIRDS. Look at that double Look how deep you could walk all the way around this. Look how you could walk all the way in and around Diana. All these windows, these empty storefronts here, Fayetteville. See, so Chicago suffers from this, and Fayetteville, this amazing human scale storefronts here. Nice cafes here, gastropub. See, this is Hay Street on this side, so the street changes to Person Street on the other side of that market. There's the guy ahead. We see him again there. They're still walking around here. Hey, and Donaldson here. Yeah. How you doing? How you doing? That's great. Nice to see you, man. That's great. Yeah. Keep up the good work. That's good.
You already know.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, that was the 50s looking script there. Yeah, on that Capitol building. Yeah. Attorneys at law. So here's a big business center here. Fayetteville Cumberland Economic Development. That's what that stands for. I like that with the little tentacles around the duck there. Yeah, they got clean streets. Yeah, Fayetteville's got clean streets here. Look at that. Look at this. Piero's Italian Bistro. There, I hear some church bells. Got 2 o'clock. No, yeah, 2 o'clock Eastern time, 1 o'clock. So I'll walk you over to the Amtrak station, and then we'll wrap this up. Thanks everybody for being a nice audience here while I walk through Fayetteville. I'm going to head back to work and get some work done this afternoon. So hopefully I can take off Thursday. Thursday we'll take the Amtrak, at least that's my plan, and we'll go to some other larger city. Not that Fayetteville's not nice. Fayetteville's wonderful. Look at these amazing chalk drawings on the sidewalk. I just want to, while I'm over here, you know, if I'm going to come back and if we're going to be doing work in this area, maybe later this winter, we'll get down to Savannah, Charleston. I'm thinking of heading to Washington, D.C. on Thursday, but I'm not for sure. And I'll probably do that on TikTok once we get out. But here, look, they're using the teeter-totter here. They got these teeter-totters all throughout here. And see how the blue liquid there. That's awesome. See how the blue liquid sloshes around there. How you doing? That's awesome. That's great. Yeah. So I didn't want to make them uncomfortable there by filming them, man. Here's the Deborah's Joy. That's what they call this. Deborah's Joy. I'm sorry, I couldn't say it straight. We got this little public plaza. Wow, look at Stevie's. I didn't realize how nice. Look at Stevie's all decorated there. Oh yeah, there's a huge military base here. It used to be called Fort Bragg. Now it's called Fort Liberty. I mean, most of the economy of Fayetteville is driven by that military base, which is huge. You know, a lot of people work there, civilians and military alike. We got a lot of motorcycles here. Here's this fountain we saw earlier. There's this little plaza. Yeah, people got the windows down. You got housing above here. Yeah, nice balconies. Nice little walkable downtown. I like Fayetteville, at least this area. Pretty nice, pretty much. And we started with that whole military museum over there. Look at this public art. They got some owls here. Look how nice this is. Yeah, look at these owls. Wow, look at that. Ha! Very nice public art. Out all night, Paul Savascus. Stainless steel, aluminum, and concrete. Look at the little baby owls. You got some big owls here. Very nice public artwork here. Fayetteville, North Carolina. Look at this church. So here we'll cross. We'll end it here at this church. And this nice little fountain here. There's a public library over here. Yeah, we'll go back here and then we'll end it up here. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Yeah, you see the Pink Panther. And they got a fall festival October 30th. I want to really thank everybody for tuning in here and checking out downtown Fayetteville. What a beautiful day here. I'm just going to enjoy this weather. Try to get some work done while I'm looking out the window. I might come back on tonight. Maybe we'll do this on TikTok so people can see what this looks like on TikTok. We'll see this at night. We'll see all this lit up with the nightlife. And I really enjoyed this, and I hope you did too. This nice little historic downtown of Fayetteville. And I know things are controversial no matter what I go. We show things as they are, not as we want them to be. And but we'll appreciate the fall decorations, the Halloween decorations, people enjoying the sunshine here. Nice patriotic day here, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you later, probably on TikTok tonight, and then we'll try to do the same schedule. And then Thursday, I hope to jump that Amtrak train, and we'll go to some place interesting, as long as work doesn't call there. So, all right, see you, John James, Marco, Alvin. Thanks everybody. Michael, thanks for all the good info, and everybody else here. And my I'm freezing up here. Pink Panther, yeah, Mary Therese, thanks Michael, and Anderson and Master. We got some new people tuning in. Thanks Donald, Lisa, you've been around for a long time. We had somebody else, I'm looking back here. Aztec, yeah, from Utah there. Thanks for tuning in. So everybody have a great day. We'll see you later. Thanks Marco, Taco, and John James, Alvin, Marco. We'll see everybody. Michael, have a great day from North Carolina. We'll talk to you later.